Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team, Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
Solar lights are installed in a Rockford neighborhood to help combat crime. Organizers hope brightening up the area will discourage criminal activity.
It's a deeper clean. We do it more frequently, and our protocols are to do it after every show.
Live entertainment returns to the Coronado. We take a look inside the Rockford Theater and find out what's being done to keep guests safe. Drug overdose deaths continue to plague Winnebago County. A local nonprofit reminds residents they're only a phone call away if someone needs help. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy. Eric Wilson is off tonight. Taking back the night. A Rockford neighborhood is all lit up to help deter crime. Rachel Perry joins us now. And Rachel, this has been years in the making.
That's right, Mimi. It began in 2019, but the pandemic halted efforts. Now 125 solar-powered lights are all over 2 West Side neighborhoods.
Some of our neighborhood streets and backyards and alleyways are dark and they're unsafe at night. And we didn't want it to be that way.
The city of Rockford had pulled out a lot of street lights and the neighborhood got really dark.
Local organizations teamed up to light up the night in the Coronado and Haskell neighborhoods. Having
These areas illuminated was the perfect way to bring about safety to our neighbors.
And Charmaine Logwood, president of the Neighborhood Association, says the project began when it was needed most, following a series of home invasions and rapes in their neighborhood.
We received the lights before this incident with the rapist came about, so it was perfect timing.
Sue Kanthak, the executive director of Jeremiah Development, tells me the efforts to better the community are spreading.
There have been several property owners that when we've gone and installed lights, they've called and said, you know, I'm going to do that. I'm going to install more lights and I'm going to put in security cameras.
I'm told the installation of the lights was made possible by several volunteers and the Rockford Police Department. Mimi?
All right, thanks, Rachel. A Chicago man is behind bars accused of sexually assaulting a Belvidere teenager. Police say 37-year-old Terrence Allen visited Boone County in August. That's when the alleged assault happened. The victim is 14 years old. Police say more charges against Allen are possible. He sits in the Boone County Jail with a $500,000 bond and faces up to 15 years in prison if convicted. COVID-19 hospitalizations continue to rise in Region 1. 78 patients in state-line hospitals are battling COVID. 87% of ICU beds are being used. Boone, Ogle, and Winnebago counties all have above 6% of their tests coming back positive. Stevenson County is under 5%. Lee County is the lowest, sitting at 2.8%. Hundreds of pediatricians in Wisconsin urge schools to impose a mask mandate. Health officials say masking, vaccinations, and social distancing are the safest ways to keep kids in the classroom. Right now, Wisconsin doesn't have a mandate like Illinois requiring students and staff to wear masks. UW Health's Department of Pediatrics chair says not having these safety measures puts kids at risk.
Which means you have to test them. And then it means you have to quarantine them until you have the results of those tests. And that means you're going to fragment education all over again.
Nearly 500 Wisconsin doctors recently signed an open letter to parents and schools. It urges the use of masks and other mitigation steps as part of a safe return to in-person learning. After being dark since March of last year due to COVID, the lights at Rockford's Coronado Theater will shine this weekend as the curtain goes up on live shows once again. Michelle Rave joins us. And Michelle, the theater has safety precautions in place.
That's right, Mimi. The time away has allowed the theater to bring on some exciting changes and brand new safety protocols before opening night.
Oh, it's a new era. It is absolutely a new era. This theater's had several eras, and this is a new one.
The Coronado Performing Arts Center will reopen its doors Friday. Beth Howard with the Friends of Coronado says it's exciting.
So, I mean, if somebody said, okay, we're going to shut you down for 18 months, I think we would have been sadder. But it was just like month to month to month to month. So, in a way, that kind of kept you going, thinking, oh, well, maybe next month. Well, maybe the next quarter.
Opening day is coming with a few changes. That's because safety, Doug Johnson says, is the top priority.
In the venue world, they haven't really gave us protocols, so we've done our own. And that's the biggest thing, the extensive cleaning. We're masking, we're requiring masks to everybody who walks in the door, regardless of vaccination or no vaccinations.
The Coronado's assistant general manager says expect some convenience differences as well.
We have contactless exchanges for tickets, things like that. We're going cashless. That will help a lot of people. We have our protocols, we have what we expect of our patrons, and what they should expect from us on everything we're doing here.
And we tried to just keep our projects going, like the marquee, but we also had other projects. We had some lighting restoration on the inside, as well as continuing with our fundraising and planning on other projects that need to come in the pretty near future.
With many shows planned for the fall, the Coronado is more than prepared to welcome back the community.
We missed our community, and we know this theater is capable of programming additional events here, and I think that's the change you're going to see.
Friday will be the official day the theater will reopen. It's a free event open to the public where families can enjoy watching a movie. You can find more details on mystateline.com. Mimi?
All right, thanks, Michelle. A community theater heavily damaged by last year's harsh winter is set for demolition. Crews at Pec Playhouse in Pecatonica are checking for mold before the building comes down. Heavy snow and ice caused the roof to collapse in February. Pec Playhouse supporters plan to rebuild. The Rockford Area Arts Council donated $10,000 to help. Drug overdose deaths continue to rise at an alarming rate in Winnebago County. A local nonprofit is trying to help break the cycle of addiction. The Rockford Rescue Mission is pushing their message with postcards. They've come up with postcards with information on them of local resources available. Or if you need help, you can call the mission.
Call down to the Rockford Rescue Mission and we will get you in contact with the right people and talk about the program and just hear about the issues and help understand and if this is the right place for you.
Programs range from 9 to 12 months with different classes on addiction, including relapse prevention. Biden administration officials say the U.S. continues to ramp up evacuations out of Afghanistan. Those critical of the decision to pull remaining troops from the country by August 31st say the consequences of leaving too early are deadly. Alexandra Limon has the latest on these efforts. She's keeping you connected to the nation's capital.
Secretary Blinken said this evening that there are 500 Americans who the State Department has been in contact with over the past 24 hours who are still trying to leave Afghanistan, and up to 1,000 other Americans who may also still be trying to leave. Meanwhile, 2 members of Congress took it upon themselves to visit Kabul.
Really? We're trying to get people out?
Democratic leaders and Pentagon officials are upset that Democratic Congressman Seth Moulton and Republican Congressman Peter Meyer took an unexpected trip to Kabul. Speaker Nancy Pelosi worries the trip took resources away from the evacuation effort and endangered the lawmakers.
This is deadly serious. We do not want members to go.
We are obviously not encouraging VIP visits to a very tense, dangerous and dynamic situation.
In tweets, Congressman Moulton praised the military effort, but said the trip made it clear to him we won't get everyone out in time. Lawmakers from both parties have criticized the decision to end U.S. military evacuation efforts by August 31st. Texas Congressman Michael McCall says even Afghan allies who already have special immigrant visas are being turned away from the airport.
Sometimes, more grimly, they are returned to their homes where they behead their family and then behead them.
The Pentagon says the U.S. military and allied countries are working as quickly as possible, so far evacuating more than 88,000 people as of the latest update. But the number is continually changing.
Every 39 minutes yesterday, a plane departed Kabul airport.
The Pentagon acknowledges that toward the end of the mission, space will have to be reserved on aircraft in order to get the remaining troops home by August 31st. Reporting in Washington, Alexandra Limon.
Now, your first warned weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, after a bit of a stormy night yesterday evening, things for most of us tonight will be much more quiet. We've had a little more cloud cover come in from time to time this afternoon. A live look with the Mercell SkyTrack camera out in Rockford looking off to the south. You look to the south this evening, you might even see some of those thunderstorm clouds and the cirrus clouds blowing in from the south as thunderstorms have really started to fire up and take off across parts of west central, moving into central Illinois here this evening. Well, I can't completely rule out an isolated shower. We've got a couple of showers now moving in towards the Sterling area. We'll eventually move towards Dixon, Amboy, Ashton, Franklin Grove, and an isolated thunderstorm. Any severe weather going to stay mostly down to the south of us. These thunderstorms, as they've really kind of bubbled up over the last couple of hours, a result of what is known as an MCV, or mesoscale convective vortex. Think of this as like a mini low pressure system. That low left over from some showers that were in Iowa earlier today. So that low pressure system focusing and moving into an area that has a little bit more instability in central Illinois, and that's exactly where we see those thunderstorms starting to fire up. And that is going to be the greatest risk for any thunderstorms here for the night tonight. So a good chunk of us going to stay mostly dry again, except for our southern counties over the next couple of hours where we may see some of those showers and an isolated thunderstorm or two roll through. And Futurecast does show that here as we get a little bit closer to sunset. After that, a partly cloudy to mostly clear sky. Some areas of fog will be possible tomorrow morning, and some of that could be locally dense, especially in the outlying areas as our winds are fairly light. And we're still hanging on to quite a bit of moisture. Now, there's a cold front that comes through, although we don't really get much relief in the temperature department from that. And all that boundary really is going to do is focus for further development for thunderstorms as we go throughout the day tomorrow. Now, much of our Thursday afternoon looking dry but hot and still humid. Isolated thunderstorm possible for the afternoon, but I want you to watch the left portion of the screen here. We've got another complex of thunderstorms that'll likely develop in Minnesota, moving into northern Iowa late afternoon and evening. Right now, this looks like it'll be moving closer to the state line after about 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. You see, as we get closer to about 10, 11, 12 o'clock, a lot of this beginning to move in. If we see this come through earlier, which is a possibility, could get as early as 4 or 5 o'clock, that would increase our risk for severe weather during the late afternoon and evening. The timing of this coming through during the overnight, we'd have a little bit of a wind and heavy rain threat for our Thursday night. That boundary then stalls out a bit going into Friday. It does lift back up to the north Friday afternoon. So we are, for most of us, under a marginal risk for strong to severe thunderstorms, with our western counties focused in that slight risk with that line of storms as it does come in towards the evening. Not as hot as what it was yesterday, but still fairly sticky out there. Temperatures in the upper 80s, low 90s. The heat index in some spots near that triple-digit mark. And it is still going to be on the muggier side for Thursday. 90 degrees, same thing for Friday. We got Friday night football games going on, Mimi. I think we'll be okay. Kept in an isolated thunderstorm chance at kickoff, but later in the evening things will be quiet, and that chance will stay with us into the weekend.
Now, the Napleton Sports Desk with Sports Director Scott Lever.
The college football season kicks off this weekend for many teams, including the Fighting Illini. So how much should we expect this season from the Illini under first-year coach Brett Bielema? The Illini were 2-6 in the short season last fall, leading to Lovie Smith's demise. Fixing this program is not an overnight job. It'll take Bielema some time. He showed in Madison he knows how to win in the Big Ten. Can he recruit in Champaign as well as he did in Wisconsin? Illinois is a tougher sell for high school athletes. The Illini returned 7 starters on offense and 6 on defense. They're experienced on the offensive line, and quarterback Brandon Peters is back. The Illini's best hope this season is to shorten games by controlling the football with a run game and with a short passing game. They still don't have the playmakers to match up with the better teams in the Big Ten. The defense needs to step it up this season, but I'm afraid that side of the ball will still be a major issue. The scheduling isn't too challenging. Ohio State and Indiana aren't on it. The non-conference part doesn't have any juggernauts on it. Looking at their schedule, I see the Illini finishing in that 4-8 or 5-7 slot. I'll be optimistic and go with 5-7, which for Bielema's first year would be palatable. At NIU, Thomas Hammock will start to feel some pressure this year to put some games in the win column. It's his third season there, and the Huskies, they were 0-6 last fall. The good news is they have almost everyone back from what was the second youngest roster in the nation. And a lot of those young kids played and played well. I really like some of the young guys in the secondary, Jordan Gandy and Devin Lafayette. The running back position is the deepest it's been in a long time and features two of the best recruits NIU's had in a long time in Ontario Brown of Georgia and former Nebraska Player of the Year Jevion Ducker. And former Michigan State quarterback Rocky Lombardi here finally gives the Huskies a player at QB who can win games with his arm and athleticism. The Huskies were picked to finish last in the MAC West this season. They might. And they've got a brutal non-conference schedule that includes Georgia Tech, Michigan, and Wyoming. But I have them going 4-8. Let's give this young group another year to mature. That's my take. We'll be right back.
Candace will have a final look at the weather in just a moment. But first, here's a look at what's to come on News Nation tonight.
Tonight on the Donlin Report, new air rescues in Afghanistan amid outrage on both sides. We'll look at the strong message from lawmakers to the president. And is the Taliban calling the shots? Now here's Leland Vitter with a preview of On Balance.
Thanks, Joe. The list of penalties grows for the unvaccinated. Companies hiking health care rates, hospitals making those with the vaccine a priority. Will the measures actually convince people to get the shot? That's coming up On Balance tonight, followed by News Nation Prime.
You can catch News Nation tonight on cable and satellite stations you see here. You can also head to newsnation.com. Boy, it has been another hot one out there. Not as bad as yesterday, but it's still muggy.
It's steamy, and you can feel it out there. You know the moisture is there, and thankfully the difference between tonight versus last night, a little bit more quiet. We got a little more cloud cover out there this evening. Some showers, thunderstorms to the south of us. Those are moving into central Illinois. You can follow it all with the First Warning Interactive Radar right on mystateline.com. We're in the lower 70s tonight. Temperature tomorrow up near 90 degrees. Could see some fog tomorrow morning, too. Isolated thunderstorm for the afternoon. Better chance coming up tomorrow evening. Have to watch the risk for some strong winds and even some rainfall that would take us into Friday.
All right, thanks, Candace. And thanks for being with us. We'll see you at 6.